Right now, we're tracking a severe weather alert. Southern New England getting hit with a mix of snow, strong wind, and now rain. Right now, about 7,800 National Grid customers in Rhode Island are without power. As we've seen, the impact of this storm varies greatly depending where you are. This is a live look at Route 6 in Seekonk.
And let's take our traffic cameras here. This is 95 by the 146 exit in Lincoln. You can see snow-covered roads here. Snow still coming down to help plows clear the roads. Parking bans will remain in effect tomorrow in several local communities. They include Smithfield, Warren, Seekonk, and Cumberland.
And those squeaking tires coming from a backhoe picking up snow in Narragansett. Just one of hundreds of vehicles out there tonight cleaning up the roads.
We have team coverage for you tonight. Our crews have you covered from northern Rhode Island to southeastern Massachusetts. 12 News reporters SHIINA LOSCIUTO, Rob NESBITT, and BRITTANY SCHAEFER are standing by with an update on the conditions.
But first, let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Tony PETRARCA with the latest on your forecast. Tony?
Hi, Mike and Shannon. One of those highly location-dependent storms. Some locations with much more snow than others. Some areas still have wet, heavy snow and some sleet. Other spots have changed over to rain or some sleet. The trend overnight tonight, even though those areas that have heavy snow eventually going over to some rain and some sleet. I know in West Warwick getting some sleet mixing in right now with about 7 inches on the ground. This is Doppler radar, and it does its best to depict precipitation type, with the green being the rain and the blue is snow, and the darker blue indicating moderate to heavy snow. And you can see in the western part of the state on the Connecticut-Rhode Island border, right in here from Richmond, western Kent County, Connecticut-Rhode Island border, northwestern suburbs, still getting bands of moderate to heavy wet snow where an additional inch or two can't be ruled out. Again, Richmond's already picked up 12 inches of snow. Richmond is right in here. So the blue is snow, the green is rain, and that rain sleet mix will be working inland, and just a wide variety of precipitation accumulations. You'll look in Richmond with a foot of snow, Foster and West Greenwich right in here coming in at 11 inches. But the further east you go where the air is milder, the amounts have been lower, anywhere from 2, 3, 4, 5 inches of snow. Just coming in Richmond at 12, Foster 11.1, West Greenwich where you still have heavy snow at 11. You'll probably pick up another inch or two. Warren, half of that, 5.5 in New Bedford where you've switched over to rain and sleet earlier with lower amounts. Coventry at 9.3, Burrillville at 9, Woonsocket 6. Situate 5.5, that is a reliable measurement, TJ measuring that. And Cumberland now coming in at 5, so very location dependent. And clearly the western suburbs, the further west you go, in this pink area, picking up a foot of snow. And just to the east of that, it's a 4 to 8 inch swath of snow. And then the further south and east you go, especially towards New Bedford, it's on the order of 2 to 4 inches. Certainly high impact in terms of travel and poor visibility. The reason why the snow amounts are higher in the areas in pink, the temperatures are colder. But overnight, switching over to some rain and sleet. Tomorrow, lingering precipitation, but it's not heavy, kind of a rain snow shower mix with temperatures rising above freezing. We'll get a closer look at the storm, obviously. Full forecast coming up in a little bit.
Tony, thank you. And transportation officials are urging you to stay home if you don't have to be out so that snowplows can do their jobs. This is video showing just how poor the visibility was a short time ago. Meantime, snow accumulations are the big story tonight in northern Rhode Island, up to a foot possible in some locations. 12 News reporter Rob NESBITT's been monitoring the conditions all evening and joins us now with an update. Rob?
Shannon, I'm here at the Lincoln Mall. We've been here throughout the day, and all day, snow accumulation, as you said, has been the story. And this snowbank is proof of that. When we first showed up here, this snowbank was up to my hip. Now, around the 11 p.m. hour, it's 5 times the size it was, and more snow on the way. When the snow total predictions came in for northern Rhode Island, so did the concern.
12 to 14 inches. So we're supposed to get blasted really good.
Tracy Chartier made a run to the Stop and Shop in Lincoln to pick up some last-minute items to weather the storm. She saw several cars sliding off the road on her way in.
The highway, it was very, very slippery. Coming up here, it was slippery. So I noticed a big change from obviously this morning.
Other shoppers like Alex Ney were surprised to see one extreme weather system after another.
Yeah, this weekend was very cold, probably the coldest.
The 23-year-old made sure to clear the snow off his roof before heading home for his Rhode Island College virtual class.
I got class at 5:30. Okay. Nursing school, I got class at 5:30.
He was happy to see the snow coming down, but not everyone was as thrilled. Renee Bourget was let off of work early Monday to get home and storm prep.
It's because then I can go home and get started on the shoveling and not have to do so much when I get out of work.
She says that she's prepared for how much snow Mother Nature will bring, but that more extreme winter weather has her thinking about warmer places.
I wish I was in Florida.
Can't blame her for that, right? Wishing she was in Florida. Rhode Island State Police recommend that you stay home and stay off the roads. But if drivers do have to go out, they remind you to take it slow and move over for police, emergency crews, and plow trucks. Reporting live in Lincoln, I'm Rob Nesbitt, 12 News.
Rob, thank you. Taking a look at how other parts of New England are making out with the storm. Along the Mass Pike in Natick, visibility went from bad to worse as the winds picked up. Drivers who stopped to gas up say they could barely see out of their windshields, and with the snowfall coming down at a moderate clip, the roadways have been a slushy mess. Mass DOT tells us they planned on deploying 3,900 plows today. Drivers are gearing up for a long night ahead. One man did not let today's winter storm stop him from catching some waves right here. Check out this incredible scene in Nyack, Massachusetts. The man using the wind from the storm to kite surf. You can see him just shredding over the rough seas this morning.
Well, some parts of northern and western Massachusetts are getting more than a foot of snow, and here in the southeastern part of the state, we're looking at roughly 2 to 4 inches. 12 News reporter Brittany SCHAEFER and her photographer have been driving around since this afternoon, getting a feel for the conditions. Brittany, where are you now, and how is it looking there?
Well, Shannon, we have been driving around southeastern Massachusetts all evening. Right now, we're on Route 6 in SEEKONK, and the roads are fairly clear right now, minus a few plow trucks, of course. Let's give you a live look here at the roadways. There is a thick layer of snow and slush, and with freezing temperatures, conditions are slick. Earlier, we spoke to a driver who knows firsthand just how slippery the roads are. The lengthy duration of snowfall giving plow drivers like Rick Kellum a long shift.
Sometimes it gets difficult, yeah, but rush hour's over, so should be pretty clear now.
Kellum started at noon and expects to continue clearing roads through midnight, but says he's used to long hours.
Plowing and sanding, we're in a big group, so we're doing 195. It's pretty slushy, but try to clear it all.
The slushy conditions affecting Megan Loisel's night. The SEEKONK resident was delivering food for DoorDash when slick roads took over.
We actually got stuck going up a hill delivering food to someone, and it was a small hill, so we tried actually going around to the other side of the neighborhood and we got stuck again.
Side roads like these in SEEKONK typically do not get immediate attention, with plow trucks busy clearing main roads. Loisel tells me the thickness of the slush caused their car to get stuck and slide. Now she has a different plan for the rest of the night.
1 inch, 2 inch. It wasn't even that much. It didn't look like we would have gotten stuck, but it surprises you. We just ended up stopping and we're just going home now. Play it safe.
And you can see, really, if you're on the side of the road here, the slush will just pick right up, and you can see that through the camera there hitting the side of the roadways. Now, Fall River and New Bedford, both cities, they do have winter parking bans in place currently until further notice. For now, live in SEEKONK, I'm Brittany SCHAEFER, 12 News.
Brittany, thank you. Since snow days appeared to be a thing of the past, public school students in most local cities and towns will do remote learning tomorrow. The Providence School District making their announcement this afternoon. Meantime, the capital city's parking ban was lifted at 7 o'clock tonight. 12 News reporter SHIINA LOSCIUTO has been in Providence all night and caught up with some people who made the most of today's snowstorm. She joins us now live with more. Hi, SHIINA.
Hey Mike, it's really crazy because this weather, it really depends where you are, right? Right now, I don't really see snow falling in Providence anymore. It's really obviously windy and there is something falling, but I'm not seeing that big snow anymore. But I want to give you a live look of 95. At this point of the night, it looks like people are driving at a normal speed. Obviously, the roads are still very wet, but I'm not seeing a big mess out there. So that's great news if you are out on the roads tonight. We, of course, have been in the Providence area for hours, and really it was about 6 o'clock. Things were starting to pick up. It was the wind picking up around then, but snow was starting to stick a lot more around then too. So we saw a lot of plow trucks out there, a lot of people treating the roads, but it wasn't just people working. We saw some fun people trying to make the most of the white stuff out there too.
We saw the snow and we felt the urge to get our oats out and come out here and enjoy some shredding at the Capitol. So.
And Mr. Cardboard.
It feels great to be out here, ready to hit the slopes with some box, build some jumps, hit it. Just the freedom, you know, not many people out, hit the slopes.
Now that group of people was actually out for a while. We drove around the city a few times on our way back. We saw them at the State House still, so that's great for them. I want to give you a look now at the service road here right next to me. It's obviously wet and it is very slushy, but the roads here are being treated. But we just want to remind you, those side streets and the back roads are going to be a little bit messier compared to the main road, so just keep that in mind if you are driving. For now, we're live in Providence. I'm SHIINA LOSCIUTO, 12 News.
SHIINA, thank you. As we reported, Northwest Rhode Island has been hit the hardest by this storm. Meteorologist TJ Del Santo joins us now from Scituate with more team coverage. TJ?
Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist TJ Del Santo in Scituate. Got about 4 to 5 inches of snow here. It's been snowing pretty heavily all day, but you know what? The temperature's been right about 32, 33 degrees for most of the day. So a lot of the snow that was falling kind of got compacted pretty quickly or melted pretty quickly. But with that said, 4 to 5 inches of snow on area trees and branches and power lines. Could be looking at tree branches snapping, power lines coming down. So power outages are possible through the night, especially with these gusty winds that we had. Also something to think about, it's a pretty heavy wet snow. It's going to be pretty tough to shovel this over the next 24 hours. A lot of water in that snow, even though there isn't a lot of it. So do use extra caution while you're out shoveling overnight or even during the daytime tomorrow. In Scituate, I'm TJ Del Santo, 12 News.